Welcome. It is 6 o'clock on the dot, and you are here in the Mindset and Money Challenge with me, Stephanie J. Sanders. So, we like to get started on time. So, I'm going to make sure that we welcome you guys. Make sure that you put in the chat where you are chiming in from. Let me know how far this stream is streaming, right? So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Go ahead and put your name and where you are located in the chat, your city and state. And if you are a teacher, I want to know what is the subject that you teach, what subject you teach, what grade that you teach. Please put that in the chat. We're going to get started promptly in 2 minutes. 2 minutes, guys. So get your water, get your pencil, your pen, your etch a sketch, anything you need to take copious notes, and we will get started shortly. Please place your name in the chat for me at this time. All right, guys, please put your name and your city and state in the chat. I want to know where you are chiming in from. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please go ahead and comment with your name and where you are chiming in from. If you are a teacher, please let me know what subject you teach, what grade level that you teach, and we're going to get started in the next 30 seconds. If you are hitting the replay, be sure that you are still commenting because I definitely go back and revisit those comments. So we're getting ready to start in 4 seconds. All right. Good evening, guys. And thank you so much for joining the Mindset and Money Challenge. So I just want to make sure that you are in the right place. I know you guys all showed up with an idea of what this challenge is about, but let's just make sure that you guys are in the right place. Let me know if any of these things resonate with you. And if so, you are in the right place. So get ready, get ready, get ready. So this challenge is for the teachers who have more money, have more month than money, are stressed and stretched in their classrooms and their finances, want more time with their family, want more money without more work, and enjoy teaching, but realize that something has to give. If that sounds like you, then this is the challenge for you. So be ready to execute. But before we get started in the challenge, I want to be interactive. I don't want this to be a sit and get. This is not to be a lecture type deal. So I just want to test it out in the chat right now. Can you put an emoji in the chat? So just so I can feel the vibes in the room, put an emoji in the chat. How are you feeling right now? Hopefully I see some smiles, come across those screens. So make sure that you're commenting, and especially if you are hitting the replay, please participate with me. So quick housekeeping to make this the best use of your time. Let's cut out all the extras. Let's silence all of our devices and give me about 30 minutes. So ask your family if you can have about 30 minutes of quietness. I promise I won't be more than 30 minutes. I hope to be less than that. And please place all questions, comments, and concerns in the chat. I promise not to keep you long, but I do promise to keep you thinking. So just like you invest in your students, please allow me to invest in you. So who am I? Who brought this 4-day challenge? Well, my name is Stephanie J. Sanders, and I am a 12-year teacher, high school English. Woohoo! Shout out to all my high school teachers. I am a proud member of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. I am the educator of distinction deemed by the National Society of the High School Scholars. I am the author of this amazing book, To Teach or Not to Teach. That is the question. I am a state champion tennis coach. I am a 2-time winner teacher of the year. I'm also currently the co-coach of the year, and I'm the CEO and founder of Cultivated Minds Enterprises. So with all that being said, I'm a full-time educator and I'm also a full-time caregiver. So I went from saying I don't have time or money to let's find some time to make this money. So currently, I'm working with schools all over to develop a framework that helps good teachers stay in the profession. Good teachers like you and I want us to stay in the profession because, guys, as you know, they definitely need us. But it's getting harder and harder. So, by you joining this challenge, you guys are my beta colleagues, right? My beta colleagues. So, I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be on this challenge with me. So, make sure you're commenting and I will be responding. So, I definitely thank you in advance. So, the purpose of this 4-day mindset and money challenge is to show you how to get your time and your passion for the craft of teaching back, to provide a perspective of leverage and ownership, show you how to close the pay gap for yourself as a teacher, and to give you strategies that have the potential to grow both professionally and personally. So now is the time to use the gift that got you the career to make you a fortune. So we have to deprogram our old thinking and reprogram the new. And reprogramming the new begins with this. Over these 4 days, you will learn how to receive a tax free check during the summer months, how to position yourself effectively as an educator, how to leverage your credit to get the things that you want, how ownership gives you access to more money, time, and energy, how to recession proof your finances based on your value, and how to leverage the classroom to leave a legacy. So that's what these 4 days are about. But first, let's talk about how we have the best career ever. Teachers, right? We only work 185 days. We definitely enjoy our holidays, weekends, and summers off. Even though it's not long enough, we definitely enjoy it when we get it. We can find a job literally anywhere in the world. You tell me where they don't need a teacher. I'll wait. Nowhere. they We are in high demand. We utilize virtual opportunities. We increase our value by tutoring, and most importantly, we impact students, parents, and colleagues. So let's recap. So on day one, which was yesterday, we learned about the concept of income shifting, literally going from a high tax bracket to a lower tax bracket simply by being a business owner. So if you completed your homework, you'll see that doing the things that you're doing right now, you're not getting any credit for it. But as a business owner, you can get credit for it and then some. So we show ownership in our homework, how we can deduct about $5,000 to $10,000 in tax deductions on average, so we can pay less taxes. So if you're joining us today, welcome, welcome, welcome. But make sure that you go back to day one for your homework and the understanding of how you can benefit from paying less taxes. But today's purpose is to show you how to leverage your credit, guys, to get the things that you want. So today, day two is all about credit. So cash is king, right? But credit actually rules the kingdom. So let's see what Grant Cardone says. Rich people use credit to leverage investments and grow cash flows. Poor people use debt to buy things that make rich people richer. So let's think about that. Well, we bought a house, right? We had a house with a loan, which makes the banker rich. We bought a car with a loan to make the dealership rich. We borrow money and interest is tacked on, right? So who is really benefiting from it? It's the establishments that we're putting our money in. The wealthy use business to borrow money to invest in assets. Assets, key words, since you guys are writing down, I know you're taking copious notes. Assets that not only pay the loan back, but make them more money. So that's the power of having credit. OPM, right? Other people's money to build your fortune. So, guys, I need some interactions from you. Okay. In the chat for me, simply put your credit score. Not, excuse me, not your credit score, your report card. What does that look like, right? Your credit. Are you an A, a B, a C, a D, or an E? So go ahead and put that in the chat. Very poor is a 500 to 579, which is an F. Poor is a 580 to a 619, which is an E. Fair is a 620 to a 659, which is a D. Then you have good credit, right? We're moving on to good credit. A 660 to a 669 will classify you as good credit. That would be a C. Very good credit would be 700 to 759. And an A, excellent credit, will be 760 to 850. And we're all trying to get an A, right? This is our adult report card. Well, our adult report card is broken down by these 5 factors. It's broken down by new credit, which is 10%. 15% goes into the length of credit, how long you have had credit established. 10% goes into credit mixture. Do you have revolving credit and installment credit? That's a mixture. And they like to see that. Then 35% goes into payment history. Do you pay your things on time? Right? Your trustworthiness. That's why we have credit. And then we have the amount owed, the credit utilization. Out of that $100,000 that you have, how much are you utilizing? Remember, we're supposed to keep our credit utilization low. So here's my next question. Are you in the repair phase or the leveraging phase? Or are you in between and you need to move up to leverage? So the way I look at it, as the repair phase is anything below 700. That's very good, right? Anything below a B, you need to repair so you can increase. A 75 and above, you can actually use as leverage. All right, guys. So please write down those 2 words since you guys are taking notes. Write down repair and leverage. So when you're in the repair and increase phase, well, you want to make sure that everything on your credit, your personal credit I'm referring to, is tidy, right? It is clean, it is where it needs to be. Well, I have a system that actually helps you do that. There's no sense in paying somebody $500, $600 to literally do something that you can do for yourself, but we have to learn it, right? So in this system, it's only going to take about 24 minutes, not 24 hours, not 24 days, but 24 minutes to understand how to repair and increase your credit. So let's go through this. So with this system, we want you to learn. Okay, that's first and foremost, learning. We want you to learn how to pull your credit report. It's more than just looking at numbers. We want you to understand what you're looking at so you can make the best decisions for you and your credit score. Next, we show you how to freeze secondary credit bureaus. I know when I started this journey, I didn't even know there was a such thing as a secondary credit bureau and what that had to do with my current credit, but it does. So we not only tell you about it, we give you information to help you understand how to do these things. So while you're learning, we want you to learn and apply. We, again, no sit and get. I don't want you just to sit there and just listen to me. I want you to actually apply it. So when you hear something, apply it. So apply checking for errors on your credit report. Check for the errors, check for the mistakes. You want to make sure that your credit report is pristine. And we also give you information on how to do that. Then we have to start the dispute process. Now that you understand what's going on in your credit, now that you know how things are operating and how things are supposed to operate, now it's time to start some disputes. So again, not just talking about it, we want you to execute. So not only do we give you all this amazing information, well, we also have the letters right here for you. So to create a dispute letter, all you have to do is put in your name, your address, your phone number, your social, depending on the type of letter that you're sending, you're just filling in the blanks. And then as you can see, all of the letters that you have access to is already typed up. All you have to do is go to the post office and mail them off. So again, you don't need to pay people $500, $600 for something that you can literally do yourself in 24 minutes. So let's look at some of my partners, right? Some of their success. So after they income shifted, step 2 is to get your credit in order. So Mr. Keith Tucker went up 284 points. First off, do you know how low your credit has to be in order for it to go up that high? Okay. So that is amazing that just by following these steps and executing that he was able to do that. Then we have Miss Carolyn. She went up 131 points. Now everybody's credit history is different. Everybody's situation is different. So you might go up 71 points. Somebody else might go up 300 points. But it doesn't matter because we're all doing the same thing, right? We're all making better decisions so our report card could be better. So let's keep going. What does this have to do with credit in business? Well, let's keep going. Let's look at some other partners. So as you can see, we have a partner of mine that went up to 713. Our goal is always 750 and above. We want excellent credit, guys, because with excellent credit, we can do a lot of things. We have someone that went up 25 points, went up to a 720, a 741. But now let's move on to business credit. So that was all personal credit, right? Personal credit, we know we can buy a house, we know we can get a car, we can have lower interest. But let's talk about business credit. So with business credit, it's a little different. It doesn't have the same reporting institutions, right? We all know about Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. That's on our personal side. But we want to start to use our credit to leverage the things that we want. We want to start using other people's money so we can get what we want in our lives. The factors included in this is the payment history, the length of credit history, debt and debt management, the industry type, and the company size and range. Different from personal credit. This is all under the business. Then is the typical score goes from 1 to 100. And the information on the credit report is public filing data, company information, business registration details, credit account details, industry type, government activity, and background on the business, your business, not you. Two separate entities. So think about that, guys. Having a separate entity to use as leverage. Well, just like personal credit, I help you with your business credit. So you want to learn. We always want you to learn first. Guys, as educators, that's our thing. We like to learn. We enjoy learning about those things that can benefit us or our scholars. But in this case, it's all about us right now. So you will learn how to build business credit like a boss by Mr. Eric and Mrs. Dorothy McKinley, two people that I definitely know. And again, keep this in mind as an educator, we can do a lot of things. We're not limited to our classroom, but we'll get more into that around day 4. Next, we have apply. Just like we want you to apply the information learning about your personal credit, apply the information learning about your business credit. These are just a couple of things on a checklist that you need to have an effective business. I can help you set this up, but most importantly, I have partners that can help you set this up, experts in this field that can actually help you do these things. Now, why are we trying to do business credit? What is the point of business credit? Well, we want to get into the leveraging phase. We want to be able to use other people's money so we can get the things necessary for ourselves. Now, when we utilize business credit, our personal credit actually goes up. So, with business credit, you have higher limits, guys. So, if you do have excellent credit or very good credit, you can get higher limits on the business side. Business is accountable for debt, not you. So unlike your personal credit where your debt to income ratio is a factor, well, if you move your debt to business, then your debt to income ratio goes down. Remember, the wealthy uses credit to buy assets. Assets, guys. Assets make you more money. So if you have business credit, you can endeavor in things such as real estate, vending machines, car rentals. different things that's going to generate more money for you when we get to our leveraging phase. And because we have an amazing job, we can definitely move here. So now it's that time, guys. It's that time for homework. All right. Just like day one. This is not practice. This is something that I want you guys to do so you can see the power of your credit for day two. So at this time, please text the word credit to 888-231-6310. Credit at 888-231-6310. Or you can go to credit.mindsetandmoneychallenge.com. Credit.mindsetandmoneychallenge.com. So while you guys are doing that, please make sure you let me know in the chat. Just to let you know, it is a fillable. So if you on a computer, all you have to do is type in your responses on your laptop. If you are on a phone and you have your notebook paper, you can simply jot down your answers there. Okay, I'm all about execution, real-time execution. So this worksheet is to be done now, so it's while it's fresh in your brain, and we can see what is going on. So let's talk about this worksheet. I just want to go over it just to make sure that you understand what we're doing this evening. So the first thing is to check for errors. This is most important. Identity theft errors. Identity theft is a big thing, and you want to make sure that nobody is having houses in your name, cars, or medical bills in your name. All right. You want to definitely keep an eye on that, but you want to check for the status of different accounts. You want to check for balance errors. You want to check for reporting errors. So all those things. And you can actually go to the website that I put on the worksheet to give you more information on what they look like. 2, your credit score. What is it? You have 3 different credit scores on the personal side. So what is your credit score? Not let me see, but let you see, where do you stand? And I've provided myfico.com so you can get your actual credit score. Remember, guys, Credit Karma is not your real score. So make sure you go to a valid site so you can have all 3 scores. And lastly, I want you to rate your position. What position are you in? What is the number one thing you need to do right now based on your analysis? So you have your credit report, you have your credit scores. Are you in the leverage phase? Are you ready to leverage what you have? Do you have very good credit and you want to take it to the next level? Or are you in the repairing phase where you need to, change some things? You want to make sure that your credit report is pristine. Or are you on the increasing? How do you increase your score? You've been stagnant at the same level, but you want to know more. You want to know how to increase it. So go ahead and rate yourself using this worksheet. Again, please text the word credit to 888-231-6310 or go to credit.mindsetandmoneychallenge.com. Remember, leverage your credit by becoming a business owner. So ownership, the power in ownership. You can do so much more with your credit if you were a business owner. If you see value in this, would it be okay if I offer you something that can level you up as a teacher? Well, we'll talk about more about that on day 4. So make sure you come back to me tomorrow where we go over another challenge. Well, I want you to take a look at ownership and leverage and how it applies to you. So thank you for your time. I made sure to keep you within 30 minutes or less. Thank you for your time. And please, in the chat, let me know what your takeaway is. What did you gain from this? What information, any aha moments? And also meet me in the Facebook group. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, meet me there. If you have registered, I've sent you the link. If you need the link, please write it in the comments and I can make sure that I'll get that to you. But I will be responding over the next 30 minutes. So I definitely will see you there in the Facebook group. Thank you again for taking time out of your busy schedule, and come back to me tomorrow for day 3 of the Mindset and Money Challenge with me, Stephanie J. Sanders. Have a good evening, guys. Bye.